Hello friends, hope you are well. TechManPat here. Today we're going to be unboxing this, the TCL 20 SE. This is the most budget of budget phones that has some of the most amazing specs at this price. What is the price, you may ask? Well, stay tuned to find out. We're going to get into the price, the specs, we're going to unbox it, and then I'm going to get to review it and you'll see my opinion if it's actually a thing that should exist. And if you're wondering if this is a Windows 11 video, it's not, but that will be coming soon, hopefully after 10th of July. Let's get started by rolling the intro. This is the TCL 20 SE, and from the outside you can see it has 4 cameras, it has a notch at the front, it's got a big screen, and holy hell, how much do you think this costs? 299 Australian dollars. And what features does this TCL 20 SE come with? Well, it's got a 6.82 inch HD plus HDR screen, it has dual audio, which basically means stereo, it has a 5000 milliamp battery, 48 megapixel camera, and it comes in with 128 gigs of storage and 4 gigabytes of RAM. $299. I mean, at this point in time, the phone has to it has to be horrible for it to be priced at that, right? Well, let's find out if it's horrible. I don't think it is. Just from my experience with TCL so far, they've brought out some of the most inexpensive phones with some of the best performance I've ever seen, and that is why I'm really excited to share this phone with you guys. And of course, big thanks to TCL for sending me this device for review. And my goodness, it's a big phone. When was the last time, I mean look, 5-6 years ago, for $299, you could not get a smartphone this size, and you certainly could not get that sort of performance. Now my guess is they've probably skimped out on the CPU, but that all doesn't really matter because look at Apple. They actually don't have a particularly good CPU. Well, they do nowadays, but the performance is more along the lines of how well it works with Android. And of course, this is an Android phone. Let's take the sticker off the back here. You know what? I'm having a look at the device first. It's $299, and I want to give you my thoughts on that. And it's light. It is extremely light. It has a fingerprint on the back, so people who like fingerprints they're gonna love this, definitely, because, well, you don't have to use some sort of facial recognition or some sort of tap thing. It's on the back, straight you go, and you can reach it quite easily. It is a little bit thicker, so that's probably something to keep in mind. And you know what, the back does not feel premium, and you know what, at $299, again, I'm not too bothered. It's a really nice blue, it's a bit of a fingerprint magnet, as you can see, so keep that in mind. It's got a flash, 4 cameras, and we're probably going to find out that some of them are wide angle, maybe black and white, maybe a distance one, and yeah, the front feels, yeah, look, it feels kind of almost empty, like there's a bit of air in there, but I think it's just the type of material that's being used. I'm going to turn it on right now, and let's see what that looks like. TCL, powered by Android, of course. The screen looks really nice. It kind of lights up, but it kind of doesn't. It feels like it is OLED, but maybe not. Maybe it's a nice LED. You'd think it would be LED because of the cost. You can see there is a bit of a chin bar at the bottom. It's got bottom firing speakers. It has USB-C, which is brilliant. So 2 on the bottom there. Probably one of them is a microphone. And on the top, we've got a microphone there for probably trying to mute outside noises. And then in a speaker ear right here in the slit between the glass and the chassis. Now the chassis feels like it's some sort of aluminium type one. I'm not sure. On the other side, we've got a slot for your SIM card, and maybe there's an external storage. There is a button here that looks like a camera button, maybe? I don't know. And on the side, we've got the lock button and sound up and down right here. It is hard for me to reach. I'll tell you what, holding the phone like this, I have to use my forefinger there, not my thumb. I can't reach in here. And I'm going to press start, I'm going to flick through these, and while that does its thing, let's actually see what else it comes in with the box. Because for $299, we get, wow, we get a glass cover. So this is obviously protection for the front of the phone, which is good. That's interesting that we get that, that's pretty cool. And we get, oh nice, a nice rubber case, great. Most of these budget phones do come with one. We've got instructions, we've got, TCL sent me one with European plug or Japanese plug. 10-watt charger, which actually isn't too bad. We've got the USB-C plug, and we've got some headphones. Well, we've got headphones. Let's have a look at them. I wonder, you know what, if you're gonna use this phone and you don't want to buy wireless speakers, you can use these, but wow, they're terrible. They are horrible. They're like the ones you get from McDonald's, from like a cereal box. At this cost, I don't know, just don't even bother adding them in. This is terrible. All right, let's get connected up and let's see what this phone is like. So from the outside, this is a massive phone, like absolutely huge. It's very thick. It actually kind of feels really solid in my hand. I feel like there's a phone in my hand, but I'd like to just impart on you that there is a giant chin bar at the bottom here. This is probably the cost savings part, that you wouldn't get the screen all the way to the bottom. That's fine. Again, $299. The top here also has a little bit of a, I guess, bar just at the top. It doesn't quite reach the top here, and that teardrop right there is fairly sizable. But again, the cost of this phone is just, you can get away with this stuff. During setup, you do actually get to choose what dominant hand you are, and if I select right hand, it will probably switch to having the back button here, so it's not far away. That's a very fair call during setup. And we've got NXT Vision, let's leave it on because we want to see the whole thing. We've got home screen style, let's leave it at that, and TCL style, yes, thank you, finish, and we're good to go. One thing I'd also like to mention is that it does have the ability to have facial unlock. That camera does let you do that, which is cool. And of course, it's got fingerprint on the back, which I can reach easily with this size. This is a phone I would love to buy my elderly grandmother or grandfather. This is it. This would be perfect. The size of it, the fact that you can turn it and it's a very large screen, like it's almost like a iPad mini, but maybe half of it, you know what I mean. Let's have a look how smooth it is. Obviously it's got probably a cut down version of some sort of CPU. You're not going to be playing games on it, I don't expect, but it feels pretty smooth. There's moments there where it just doesn't quite do its thing, but actually that's gone. Once you do the initial swipe and you do it once, then it's smooth straight away. I wonder if the camera caught any of that. It was quite slow at first, but straight away after doing it a couple of times, it sped up. Must have loaded the programs into memory. And in the background, it is actually downloading a bunch of stuff, so it is finishing setup, so obviously it's doing a bit. All I am going to say is that you're probably not going to play video games on this, but I will test it, and of course I'm going to test a whole bunch of other things. Let's have a look at what kind of camera it has. So look at that. That's a pretty good camera. Oop, very fast. We've got ultra wide, so we press that. It's going to pull apart. Yes, very ultra wide. Look at the lights there. That's brilliant. Let's take a photo. Doesn't seem to be as light. I think it was a little bit brighter here, maybe. We've got full screen photography, which is good. We've got HDR. Let's go 16:9 for now. Okay, cool. And we've got a couple of different modes. We've got video mode, and I want to just check with you guys what video mode it actually has. Video quality, it has up to 1080p recording at 30 frames. And obviously the front will probably be 720p. So this is not a 4K camera, which is fine. Again, just coming back to that cost, it doesn't really matter at this point. You can still capture your kids running around and you can still afford it because it's very, very good. We've got a pro mode for those people who just want to fiddle around with settings, which is pretty cool. And what else? We've got AI color. What is that? That's really interesting. Better effects in taking. Okay, so this is some sort of gray. Let's see what happens. AI color. Better effect for taking photos of one person. Interesting. Final little test. Let's have a look how quick the fingerprint is. So we're going to go into settings and we're going to find fingerprint, which probably is somewhere in security, biometrics, and fingerprint. And let's lock the device. Has it got a tap on? Yes, it does. And I'm going to lock it again. Well, let's swipe it up. I can use a pin. 2, 3, 4. Great. And if I lock it again, I'm going to touch the bottom, so let's have a look and touch. That was quick. That was very quick. Let's try that again. I'm going to touch now. That is quick. I love fingerprint on the back. It's been my favorite since the LG G4 and LG G3. I absolutely love it. This is a cool design. It's got a bit of class and it feels like you can drop it a few times before it cracks. So there's that, but yeah, it's big phone. Like if I sit like this, I have to adjust my grip before I touch it. So I'm gonna give you this. If you like big phones, you'll probably like this on a budget, but I'm gonna point it out right now. It's a massive phone, even for me. Friends, thank you very much for watching this unboxing. Make sure to stay tuned in for a full review of this budget beast. It's a massive phone, not only in its thickness, but it's also in its actual size, 6.82 inches. Pretty amazing stuff. The stuff it does come with, like HDR screen, the 4 cameras, and of course, just the sheer size of it. I mean, again, it's massive for a price of 299 Australian dollars. Make sure to stay tuned for the review. Make sure to like this video if you did, subscribe, and stay tuned for many more videos. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in another one. Bye.